name's Shahin and this is my motorcycle. We're looking at a 2021 Ducati Streetfighter V4S. It's a little bit too much of a bike for the street, but that is part of the allure of it for me, in that I can kind of get away from anything, and most of the time where I say I can get away from anything, I'm probably talking about my day. And that's really what motorcycles are for me. It's this ability to kind of get away and go do my own thing. So this little bike, Ducati sort of proved that they have a sense of humor when they made a motorcycle like this, because ultimately deep down inside it's a super bike with over 200 horsepower, but it's an upright seating position on a naked motorcycle. So its primary objective is to be exciting, and that's probably what drew me to it the most. I've done a couple of extra stuff to it. We're looking at some magnesium wheels, titanium exhaust system, bunch of carbon fiber bits here and there on there, mostly for looks. It doesn't really have much of a function aside because it looks good and it makes me feel happy about the bike. But the idea is that when I sit on it, I smile from ear to ear. And that's what motorcycling is for me. I get to meet a lot of really amazing people and ride with them and get to know them. And these little inanimate objects are probably better than half the time for me, in getting to meet people. I am the general manager of Motocorsa. We are a Ducati dealership here in Portland, Oregon, and it's really spectacular to be around people every day that I work with that are so into this thing that we speak the same language and we have the same vibe. But above and beyond that, we get to meet new people every day that get to join our little club, and they get to kind of see what this is all about. It's really difficult to describe to people that don't ride motorcycles what it is that draws us to them, and we all have our own personal stories about it. But for me, it's getting away, it's meeting people, it's going to have food in exciting places, it's traveling, it's the quiet, it's the noise, it's all a bit of poetry in motion. And I wish I was a painter so I could paint a better picture for you, but this bike does a pretty good job of having a conversation for me. It's not my therapist, but it's the closest thing I've ever had to therapy, and I'm grateful for it. I've been wanting one since 2008 when Ducati announced the Streetfighters. I have a thing for bikes that are too much for the street, and this definitely is the embodiment of that. I've bought dozen plus motorcycles around the idea of a street fighter, and finally this last year my sweet wife said, stop talking about it and get one, and so I did. And I'm smiling now, I smile when I ride it, I smile when I think about it, and that's really where it lives in my mind. Everybody asks me what my favorite motorcycle is. The one I ride right now. I don't mean just this one, any one of them. And I feel like a lot of people might be able to kind of relate to that. Doesn't matter what you have, go ride it, get away, go have some fun, if that's unsolicited advice, whether you ask for it or not. Anyways, I'm gonna hop on it, I'm gonna go have some lunch, and enjoy the rest of my day. Thanks.